What if I told you that you can build a website like this, a full 3D scroll animation luxury website without writing a single line of code? And I'm going to show you how you can build this in under 10 minutes. So check this website. This is a chocolate website. You can see this looks really amazing. And then we have another website. This is a mango smoothie website. You can see this also looks great. And then we have another website. This is a luxury watch website. You can see this. And then finally we have burger website. You can see this looks really amazing. So before we build anything, let me explain why this type of website works so well. So for a normal website, so people scroll through it in 5 minutes, nobody checks it properly. But if I talk about a scroll animation website, this is different because the user controls the story here. So every time they scroll, the animation continues, and this is what makes people stay longer on the website, and then they explore more about the product or service. So in simple, they feel more connected to the brand if it's a scroll animation website, and this eventually increases the trust and sales. Big companies already do this. Companies like Apple, Nike or Tesla, they already have this kind of scroll animation in their website. So today we are going to learn how to build all this kind of 3D scroll animation website with the help of Claude Code. So every website we build follows something I call the 3-act story formula. So if I talk about Act 1, the product looks perfect, it looks still, it is floating, and it has dramatic lighting. And this is from scroll 0% to about 28%. And when it comes to Act 2, something dramatic happens. The bottle cap pops, the shoe breaks into pieces, or the chocolate will melt. So this happens between 30% to 68% of the scroll. And in Act 3, everything goes back to normal. So the product rebuilds itself. This happens between 72% and 100% scroll. And this exact pattern is used in luxury product ads. So now let's talk about the tools that we are going to use. So we will use 6 tools basically. So number 1, we have ElevenLabs to generate the images and videos, and then we are going to use Canva or CapCut to merge the videos that we'll be generating, and then we are going to use VS Code with the Claude Code extension to build the website. And when the website is ready, we are going to store the code in GitHub. And finally, when it comes to deployment, we'll be using Vercel, where we will host the website live for free. So now we'll have to choose a product. So the best products are the ones that can explode or open or melt or maybe deconstruct itself. So in this tutorial, I will be using mango smoothie brand called Amara Gold. So this is exactly how it looks like. So I'll try to build something like this. Okay, so let's see how to do it. So now we need 2 images. Number 1, we need start frame, and then we'll be needing the end frame. The start frame should be calm and clean, and the product, it should look perfect, and the end frame, it should look dynamic like this. So before we generate the image, let us see how we have to mention the prompt. So first, we have to mention something like ultra premium product. So whatever your product is, you'll have to mention it here. So this basically sets the absolute quality bar. And then we have to mention something like floating in mid-air. So this removes messy backgrounds. And then we have to mention dramatic spotlight from above. So this creates luxury photography lighting. And then we have to mention something like photorealistic 8K. And this instructs the AI on the exact artistic cycle. And finally, we have to clarify that there should be no text or no labels. So this keeps the canvas clean from the web text. So now to get the prompt, come to my free school community, go to the classroom section, and here you will find YouTube resources. Just scroll down below. Here you will find how to build a 3D scroll animation website, and here you can see step-by-step guide. Just click here, and then you will see this Google Doc. So from here, I'll have to go for this option, Amara Gold option. So now here is the prompt that I have. Okay, so I'll just copy paste this prompt. This is the start frame. I'll just copy this prompt from here. I'll go to ElevenLabs, and here I'll select the creative mode, and from here I'll select image and video. And now here you have to select image, and here I'll just paste the prompt, and the model here is Nano Banana, and here you can keep it 4 images or 3 images based on your requirement. So for my use case, let me select 3 images, and now I'll hit enter, and boom, we can see we have got our images here. So from these 3 images, I think this one looks more better. I think, yeah, I'll go with this one. So I'll simply download this image. Okay, so now our start frame is done. Now we'll be doing the end frame. So for end frame, again, I'll come to my Google Doc. So this is the end frame prompt. I'll just copy this from here, and now I'll open ElevenLabs again, and here I'll paste the prompt, and I'm selecting 3 images and I'll hit on enter here. So now finally I can see I have got my images here. So I think this one looks really good. So I'll download this image as the end frame. Okay, so now I have got the start frame and the end frame. So now we'll be turning the images into videos, and this part confuses many people. So basically we need 2 videos. So video 1, it will go from start frame to end frame, and this is the explosion. And when it comes to video 2, it will go from the end frame back to the start frame, and this is called reverse animation. And when we combine them together, if we merge them together, it will be a perfect loop animation. So if I scroll down, the product will explode, and if I scroll up, it will rebuild itself again. So now to generate the videos, we'll open ElevenLabs again. So here I'll select this video option here, and here we have to mention the start frame and the end frame. So you know I have already downloaded the start frame and end frame. I'll just upload it here. So I have uploaded the start frame and the end frame here. So here I have to give the prompt. So for prompt, I'll come to my document here again. So I'll simply copy this prompt from here. I'll copy this, I'll come to ElevenLabs. So here you can select the model whichever you feel is good. So for my use case, I'm selecting Seed Dance 1.5 Pro. Okay, so this is 720p. So now I'll just paste the prompt here and I'll hit on enter here. And now you can see the video is being generated. So till the time it generates the video, so let us create this second video that we have to do. So for this, we'll again upload the start frame and end frame. So this time you can see I've selected this one as the start frame and this one as the end frame this time. Okay, so now I'll have to give a prompt here. I'll come to my document here again. So this is the closing frame. I'll just copy this prompt from here. I'll come to ElevenLabs and I'll just paste it here. And now I'll click on enter now. So now let us wait until we see the final result here. So now finally we have got both the videos. So this is the first video that we have got. And now let us check the second video. This is the second video. And now we'll be merging both these videos together. So just come to Google, search for video merge Canva, and then this is the first link that you'll have to click. So now I'll have to upload both the videos here. So in Canva, just upload these 2 videos and you can just merge it here. So I'll click on play. You can see this. So this is how it looks. So now I'll simply download this video. So our animation asset is ready now. So now just go to Google, search for VS Code, and you'll have to download VS Code. So once you start VS Code, this is what you are going to see. So here you'll have to open the folder. So I'll click on open here, and now I'll have to create a new folder. So let me click on new folder here, and let me mention the name 3D website, and then I'll click on create here. And then I'll open this, and now this is what we are going to see. So whatever file we'll be creating here, it will get stored in that particular folder that we have created just now. And now to get Claude Code, you'll have to come here, search for the extension section. Here you'll have to search for Claude Code. So after searching for Claude Code, this is what you will see. So in my case, I have already installed it. So in your case, you will have to install it. And after installing it, you will have to log in using your Claude account. So once you install Claude, then you are going to see this option here. Then you will have to click here on this option. Then you will get an option wherein you will have to log in using your Claude account. And please note that you will have to have at least the pro plan of Claude, or else it is not going to work. So now the video that we have just downloaded, I'll just drag and drop it here in this folder. So now you can see we have got this video here. So if I play this, you can see this is the video. So now we are going to generate a Claude.md file. So you can think of Claude Code like a very talented developer, but every morning that developer forgets everything. They forget our colors, they forget your style, they forget your rules. So every time when they start working, they will have to read a file called Claude.md file. And this is the instruction manual. So it is going to explain the design style, the color, the layout, the animation rule, everything. So without this file, Claude builds just a generic website, but with this file, Claude is going to build an amazing 3D scroll animation website. So I'll just download this Claude.md file. So this is for this Mango website. So I'll just download this. I'll click on download. So after downloading it, I'll open VS Code again. So I'll just drag and drop this from here to this folder. So here you can see the Claude.md file details. So this is basically the instruction that it is going to follow in order to build the website. So it has given the project overview. So it says Amara Gold is a luxury scroll animation website for a premium mango smoothie beverage. So it has given the brand identity. It has given the color system. and then it has given the typography system, and then it has given the Google font that it should import. And then if I scroll down below, it has mentioned the scroll animation architecture, it has mentioned the canvas setup guide, and it has given the 3x story, it has given text overlay specifications. So these are all the details that it should follow in order to build the website. So now I'll simply close this from here. So I have already got a prompt, so I'll just paste the prompt here. So here I'll just mention the Claude.md file here. I'll click on @ and then I'll select the file. So this is one, and then I'll have to select the video file. So I have a scroll animation mp4, so I'll just delete this and I'll select the video file here. And here you can select the plan mode. So here Claude is going to explore the code and present a plan before editing. So now I'll select this option and I'll click on enter now. So now let us wait and watch the magic. So it is now designing the full implementation plan. You can see this. So now you can see it has built a to-do list and it is going to implement everything one by one. So I'll just click on yes. Boom. Now you can see this is done. So if I come down below here, it has given me a localhost URL. So I'll just copy this and I'll open it in my browser. So now you can see our website is ready, but this is locally hosted, which means I'm not able to send this URL to any of my friends so that they can view this website. So for this, I'll have to deploy this on the web. So for this, first we'll have to push the code to GitHub, and GitHub is going to store our code online, and then we are going to connect GitHub to Vercel. So Vercel will turn the code into a live website. So deployment will take about 2 minutes, and the best part is that every time you update the code, Vercel will automatically update the website, so you don't have to do anything manually. So let me show you how to do this. So this is my GitHub account, so I'll click on new here. So after clicking in new, I'll have to mention the repository name. So let me mention as Mango DS2. Okay, so now let me mention the description as 3D Mango. Okay, and now let me click on create repository. So now I'll have to copy this URL from here. I'll just copy this URL and I'll open my Claude Code and I'll just paste it here. So I'll mention here, hey, can you please push it on this URL? Now let us wait and watch. So boom, now you can see it has been pushed successfully. The project is now live on this URL. So now if I click on my home page and if I click on this one, you can see I have got all my files here. And now if I have to deploy this, I'll have to create an account in Vercel. So I'll just open this. So I've already got an account here. So once you log in, this is what you are going to see. And now I'll click on add new. I'll select the project, and now I can see here I have already got this Mango DS2. I'll click on import here and I'll come down below and I'll select deploy here. We'll just have to wait for 2 minutes here, and boom, you can see it is done now. It has been deployed. So now I'll click on continue to dashboard, and here I can see my URL. I'll just open this URL. You can see it has got a public URL here. And now if I scroll down below, this is what you can see. So now if you want to modify anything, you just go to Claude Code and everything will get updated automatically in GitHub. Okay, you don't have to worry about anything. So this is how you can create 3D scroll animation website. These are some other websites that I've built using the same method that I've shown you. So you can see this. This is for chocolate. This one is for watch. You can see this looks really good. Finally, this one is for burger. All right, this is it. So now if you want this step-by-step guide where I have mentioned each and every prompt that I have used in order to generate those websites that I've shown in this video, you can join my free school community and you can get access to it. Not only this, you can also get access to the Claude files. And also, if you're interested to learn AI automation, you can join my paid school community where you can get access to all these videos here. So yeah, that's all for today. So if you like this video, you can put a thumbs up and you can subscribe to my channel for more such AI automation videos. Thank you so much for watching.